Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's Jonathan back again with the Weekly Scuffle, and today we got two big fights to talk about, which are Jermell Charlo versus Brian Costanzo, and Ryan Garcia finally making a comeback against Emmanuel Tago, who some people are calling a C-level fighter and whatnot, which I'm not going to disagree because he's not the best fighter of all time, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. First, I want to talk about Jermell and Brian Constanzo. Honestly, I think this is a good fight. I think last fight, I think Castano actually got robbed. I think Jermell, I think he got beat up. I think he got outboxed for the most part. I think Jermell did not look as good as he's looked in the past. And I just think he lost to another champion. But, the judges in his home arena gave him the decision, which will not happen this time because March 19th, it's going to be in LA. So that's a very interesting fight. So we could have a unified super welterweight champion. And the next fight I want to talk about is none other than Ryan Garcia. He's facing Emmanuel Tago, who was a lightweight champion from 2016 to 2018. So quite a whiles away, considering now we're in 2022. But regardless, a former world champ, you know, it's a comeback fight for Ryan Garcia. I think, honestly, I think it's a solid fight. People are hating on the fight, but I think if he comes in and knocks him out, I think it'll be good. It'll be a good way to get his feet wet again and continue. Because people got to remember, Ryan Garcia is still a prospect, still young. And I mean, he hasn't fought the top level guy, sure, but he did fight a Luke Campbell. Luke Campbell was supposed to serve as that stepping stone, in a sense. But we all know what happened with Ryan Garcia with the mental issues and the injuries. So we're good. We're happy to see him back. Hopefully, he could fight 2 to 3 times this year. We'll have to see. But I honestly think this fight against a former world champ is a solid name on his record. I think it makes sense for him and for where he is in his career. He's still young. He's 21-0, soon to be 22-0, according to himself. But honestly, I'm a fan of Ryan Garcia. I think this is a great fight for him. And I honestly think it's a good opponent. I think it's a solid opponent. I don't think he should fight a Cambosos or a Tank right now. I think he needs to get active, fight these high level guys, or maybe a Linares, a Jojo Diaz, and Isaac Cruz after this. And then he could look towards Devin Haney, Cambosos, and all those other people. I think Garcia has one of, no, I wouldn't say the highest potential out of all these guys with Haney, Teofimo, Cambosos, but I say his build is definitely more prone for him to move up. I think he's very well equipped to be a multiple weight world champion. And he's training with none other than Canelo Alvarez, so if he could pick up a thing or two, he could definitely have a great career. And I think a lot of people are counting him out, but honestly, I think this is a solid fight for him, and I think it'll be a good showing. Hopefully, he knocks him out and adds another highlight reel, and hopefully, he continues to fight this year and fights 2 to 3 times. But with that being said, we'll see how both these fights play out, and see you next time. Peace.